I just got to make it clear.
Thank
And
you,
we on the
sir.
same page there, nigga. We are good with that. I'm good with that comment.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
we
Because
sir.
I
all feel
agree.
the feeling is
Thank
mutual.
you, sir.
We
Yeah, we
love
all
each
mutual on that,
other.
brother.
Like if I could, like I literally think about the R. Kelly situation. I look at stuff like that, and everybody else goes, "Man, that's messed up what he did with the women and all that." And I look over at my wife, and I'm like, "But damn, babe, ain't that a shame?" Everybody had their own master bedroom. I checked on to make sure everybody Netflix subscriptions are still working. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like I'd have it wouldn't have been no abuse. Everybody knew what I was. Doug, you a dog. I don't care. Ghetto Stug, you a dog. Hey man, it is what it is. I'm a dog. Call what you
you know
want to
what?
call it.
I don't
I'm
want to
just
talk too much
saying.
about Izzy
That's
platform,
his
but you know
choices
what
as a
Kelly's biggest
man.
fallacy was? His biggest fallacy was that he was emboldened by it. He kept
Yeah,
doing it over and over again, putting on video, sharing the videos with other people. You know what I'm saying? Let people who shouldn't see anything see everything. And they
yeah,
caught up with him. That's what
yeah.
happened. That's what
Give
really
me
No,
happened.
one
but
second.
I'm
Give me
saying
one
I'm
second,
talking
y'all.
about
Give me 1 second for the money. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I was at a light. Shout out to my man Unc be streaming. He said Anton ego is gonna be
yeah.
his downfall. Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to see it,
I
but
agree
yeah,
with
say it
that.
like that.
Mhm.
I'm out the light now. Y'all go ahead.
I knew
I'll
that
get
was coming
my
though.
I just wanted to say one thing about it. Um, this whole situation right now, it just shines a light on the main issue. Us being able to have a conversation. How do we handle ourselves as men? And not only that, it does give us a blueprint on how we can get out of an altercation and avoid a fight as black men. Because if we can't have a conversation, instead of fighting, just walk away. Just one of y'all walk away. That's a good one too. I'm trying to see what I can learn from this video. Take it all, take it all in.
Oh
And then
yeah,
that
don't you?
way the kids, when they watch it, they won't be so, oh my God, they'll
Hold
actually
on.
pay attention.
Let me
I'm
tell
done.
you. Okay, so point number one, right? When you're having a conversation and you notice there's a point when a man tell you, "Hey, man, this is past my boundary," you probably should just stop. You probably should say, "Yo, my bad, bro. I didn't mean that." Like what ADS just did. My bad, bro. I didn't mean that. That's not
Facts.
how I was coming at
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Then,
exactly.
then, then a man could be like, "Okay, my bad, no problem, bro. We can continue the conversation." So don't go past a man's boundaries, especially when he's telling you that's past his boundaries. Second thing is, as a man, if that's past your boundaries, if you're gonna do something, do something. If you're not gonna do something, then don't even
Walk
fake.
away. Just walk away.
Right,
Let
Yeah.
right.
me
Don't
add
fake
number
that. Like
three.
you're gonna do something. Walk away. Number three, I got you. Number three. Also, right when if you are on these YouTube streets or you're having a debate, a quote unquote debate or a conversation with someone that you know who has an adversarial position, make sure that you're very familiar with them and their talking points and how they get down before you agree to meet up with them, before you agree to have them in
Okay.
your space.
That's
All right,
Make
let me
good.
sure
give you number four
make
real
sure you
quick.
study. Go ahead, go ahead.
Number four, after you study in them, right? If you get into that, hey, this person, you crossed their boundary a little bit and you apologize, y'all made up, but they won't let it go and it continues to go further. That's when you say, hey, I should walk away. That's it.
That too. That
Yeah,
too.
the
But
number
I
four.
did
That'll
want to talk
save
about
you. That'll
All right,
save
go
you.
ahead, ADS. Let ADS rock. Oh,
I
go
did
ahead.
want to say something about the slavery comments though that he made initially, right? That our own
Ooh,
people captured us and brought us onto those boats. That's
Yeah,
absolutely factual. 90% of slaves that were captured in the transatlantic slave trade were captured by
mhm,
other black people, not by white people, not by, saying, Latin people,
but
exactly.
captured
guess,
by
but guess, wait,
ourselves.
but
They
Yeah.
hold
were
on, but
already
guess,
slaves.
hold on, real quick. But guess what? Those people didn't come to America. Then not to North America. Those people came to South America, to Brazil. Most of the people
Facts.
that was in the transatlantic slave trade, which was only a few 100,000 at the most, right? Were brought to Brazil, were brought to South America. Very little of those people were actually brought to North America. If you check the records, very little. I
Facts.
think
Facts. Facts. Facts.
less than 5% on record of the people that was brought from so-called Africa was brought to North America. Less
Most
than
of the
5%.
American
So that
slaves that
so
were
that would
here
still
in the
prove that
US,
everybody wasn't brought. It wasn't hundred
they were
percent that
natives.
everybody over there was bought and brought over here. Just it proves that point. If I was
Right.
trying to, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
and
Hey,
most of the
is it?
slaves that were here, natives that
Okay,
were
go ahead, Drip.
enslaved by other natives too, and Mexicans as well. So
Yeah, go
there's
ahead,
that.
Drip. And then
Facts.
we're gonna go. Let me
I'm
do
finna
you.
get up out of here. Is that pull up on me later?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you,
That's
Drip.
a bit.
All
Shout out.
right,
all right,
Drip.
Drip.
So, all
It's
right, bye.
always
All
a
right, salute
pleasure.
to Drip. Make sure y'all check out Drip. Hey, Uncle B Shrimp, appreciate the $4.99, bro. The triple up. He said making him leave would look weak, like a kid taking his basketball and leaving because he didn't get picked. Kicking Anton off is a win for Anton. No. I don't think I disagree with you on that particular point. My guy, Uncle B Shrimp. The reason why I disagree with that particular point is because so listen. So if he hit Anton, that's automatically a win for Anton. It's a loss for Corey. If when Corey got up and didn't do anything, that's already a win for Anton. That's a loss for Corey. The three things Corey could have did that would have changed the tide was, number one, he could have roasted Anton, hit him with the straight comedy, hit him with the straight roaster, right? The second thing that he could have did was he could have brought it back to the point and he could have pointed out, dag, Anton, you're willing to violate me and disrespect me and go crazy with some D, all to avoid talking about the white man. That'd have made Anton look crazy. Or he could have said, hey, man, look, I asked you to respect my boundaries. You did not respect my boundaries. I'm going to need you to leave because I don't want this to go bad, bro. And I don't feel like you respected my boundaries, and I really can't do this. That's not a sign of weakness.
It wasn't the point that Anton even called him the name. It's the point of how he handled the situation that made Corey look bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what somebody calls you, but you control how you handle that situation, right? He could have downplayed it. He could have downplayed it. He could have laughed about it. Said, "Man, yo, really?"
No. He couldn't have laughed. No.
I would downplay it, bro.
He can't downplay that. He can't because Corey's whole shtick is backdoorians. So Corey's whole shtick is like, yo, getting, you know what I'm saying, being hard on people for that type of action. So there's no way he could have downplayed it, but he could have been more strategic, more civil about it. Jay Jermaine said, respectfully, sometimes you have to confront the enigma. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, sometimes, but not online, on air. Be sure appreciates that. Some about to test Anton Gangster real soon. I believe that. Unfortunately, Be Sure, man, it might not be who he think it's gonna be either. Shout out to Lord ADS. Yeah, because you're doing too much popping. Yo, this is like, you know what this is like, y'all? This is like when Omar on The Wire got too comfortable and he thought that he was going to be able to get by on his reputation, get by on what he did before. Nah, they was gunning for Omar for that very reason. This is just like that.
You know what, Izzy? I've never seen The Wire. I've never watched that show.
Wow.
Never.
Wow. Yeah,
you got to go watch it, Lord ADS. Go check it out, bro.
That's my first disagreement with Izzy right there. That was my very first disagreement. I found we need to document it. What's today's date? Friday, January 16th at 1:44 is the day I disagree. That is not how it was with Omar, because he got knocked off by the little boy, man.
Yes.
But so all the people that was trying to get at him didn't matter, because it was just the plot of his death was all about you would never know who could be the one that could kill you.
Right, delete. But that's the same thing with Anton. What I'm saying is, because I don't think it's going to be Corey himself, but I do think it's going to be someone who got love for Corey, who going to try Anton, and he may or may not. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no. So you're saying exactly that. Okay, my apologies.
Yes, exactly that.
My apologies.
Yeah, I'm saying exactly that. That's exactly what I'm saying. It might be one of them younglings. You know what I'm saying?
No. I picked up my face. I'm my bad.
Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button. Likes are absolutely free. Hey, what you say, Savage? What say you on this, man? You didn't get to talk a whole bunch. What say you? How you doing, bro?
I like to listen, man. I want to ask y'all guys a question. When I don't know if y'all seen it, but Anton said, "I'm gonna make $1 million off you guys for Corey." What do you think he meant by that?
That's the video we was playing right there.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, nah. Go ahead. Who want to answer that?
He's probably gonna keep clipping this up for the next 3, 4, 5 months.
What was the question a little bit?
He said when Anton said he's gonna make $1 million off of Corey in the beginning of the video I played earlier, Anton said, "Yo, I'm gonna make $1 million off of Corey." He's asking, "What do you think Anton meant by that?"
Well, if this is a setup, then he got paid. If he had an agenda and he completed his task, he's gonna get paid. The viewership's gonna go up, the views are gonna go up, so he's gonna get paid. People are gonna start inviting him all over the place to try to figure out what happened. And then on top of that, it's like other people are gonna want to try to be okay. Well, I'm hood, but I'm better than Corey. So come sit down on my panel. We're gonna have this conversation. So he's gonna be all over the place at this point, and probably some of those rapper guys are probably gonna try to talk to him on their podcast. I think yeah, Corey done messed up. If Corey had did that interview and like controlled himself and like stuck to the topics and really like had some talking points and bro, Corey would have been eating for the hood. The hood would have looked so smart and prepared, but he failed. He failed the hood. So nerds got 1 point, but he's making it look bad for the nerds. Oh, for doing all this flexing, but no, that's not looking bad for the nerds. What that is, that's saying like nerds is tough now. So all the rappers that want to be like, oh, we tougher, all the guys that are hood with their podcast, oh, we tougher. So they're gonna be all in trying to get Anton. He gonna be on fire for at least 3 months. And Corey's gonna never let this go.
I don't know.
Unless they do a rematch. Well, that's what I'm when he says I'm gonna make $1 million.
That was easy.
I have a different thought of what's going on here, and I think it's a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, probably.
I believe that Anton had a huge agenda, and I remember an interview he had a couple of days before this happened, or a week before this happened. It was on my dude Fatty's thing, and Fatty was telling him he misses the Fight Club Anton. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together because it don't make no sense for 2 grown men to get each other's face and nothing not happen like that. And also, why they would be in each other's face acting that way when they both have something to risk. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make no sense. And for Anton to be the guy that he says he is, he's putting himself at risk, even saying that he did the research on Corey, knowing how Corey crashed out. Why would he even do this? He has a bigger agenda than what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out what that is because he did talk to Fatty on the show. Fatty did say that he misses.
Wait, we don't say that name over here. That's
my bad.
That name over here. I don't never say
that. My bad. I didn't mean to say it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't never talk about that guy ever.
He was on an interview. He was having an interview with somebody, and then they were saying that how they missed the old Fight Club Anton. Right. And he was trying to say that he was out of that light. But if you watch him, he misses that shit. He said, "You never know," or something like that. And all of a sudden, this happens, and that's the old Fight Club Anton right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he said that he knew how to trigger Corey. He said that for a reason because somebody saying "kiss the white man's ass." We know we all say stuff like that, and it's not that triggering to people.
Exactly.
But we all know the code that if you say that to what Anton said to a man, those are words that get you deleted.
Right. Especially most places, right? That's the fact.
Right. So I'm trying to figure something bigger is going on than what just happened.
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I'm curious as to what it is too. That's very, very interesting.
Yeah. How deep are we going into the rabbit hole?
Let me say, oh, it was organic as F. Let me think it was organic. Listen, I can't argue with you. I think it was organic too. I do think that Anton went in there with an agenda. I just don't know what it is. But I do think, what do you think about the game that he's playing now, Savage? Do you think that it's a good game that he's playing now, or do you think that he's doing too much right now?
He's doing way too much. He's not even part of that type of world. That's why he did. That's why he does what he does. He's not even him to sit there in front of Corey like that and not think that something could happen. He doesn't know what this world's all about. He don't know what the other side of the world's all about. Trust me.
Like I said, Biggie Tupac situation. That was a big political thing.
Right, but why do you think that he's so? Why do you think that he's tripling down though? Like I get the whole thing, nerds, whatever, but like, yo, that ain't worth that. I don't know.
Well, like I said, all that attention that's gonna come from it.
Yeah, but let me
Nah,
give you an example.
Everybody's gonna want
hold on. The
answers. All
Emperor,
right, go ahead.
real quick.
Let me give you an example.
Mhm.
Raising a spoiled kid,
Mhm.
what happens? They're gonna keep testing you until somebody pop them in the mouth.
Mhm.
And then they might still test you after that a little bit. But then as soon as you pop to the point where they really get their feelings hurt or they really know it ain't about that life, they're gonna shut it down. So Anton's never been popped in his mouth. I'm gonna say that part. I'm gonna keep the mouth in. He's never been popped in his mouth or been tested to this level.
Damn.
That's why he thinks he's comfortable doing that.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy because hey, we all know we those of us that know this could go really, really bad, bro. This could be really, really bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
yeah.
hope it on prayer on him, but this could go really, really bad.
I'm still thinking it's see, I'm trying to look at it from Anton's perspective. See what I'm saying? If I'm gonna talk about him, I'm gonna try to put myself in his head, you know. So I'm really looking at it. So I got all this money, you know, I got a family, I got all these things going on. I was out in LA for a reason. I made a pit stop, and now this thing happened, and it kind of messed up my mentality because I was ready to fight. And now everybody think I'm a punk or something. Oh hell no! Nah. They don't understand. I
Are
will
you
really
speaking
do this.
from
I don't want to
Anton?
do this, but they can't handle the conversation. If we finna be on that, we finna be on that. So yeah, I did say whatever I said, but you know, the heat of the moment got to him. So he's just fired right now. See what I mean? Because he's very upset because he thought he was gonna be able to talk to one of the brothers that has a following. Maybe I could help him, help me understand how I could help our community bring this together. I thought I was gonna have a good conversation because he really wanted that conversation, or else he wouldn't have went out of his way. He got
Hold on.
invited.
The Emperor. We
Like,
know.
like in this, I'm
the
just looking at the
Emperor.
perspective.
Hold on. The Emperor. Let me help you out. I know Anton better than that. No way. Like Savage been around Anton on these panels. We know when he said the couple of things, and I said this yesterday, if y'all remember, when he said that that he was studying Corey, when he also said when he was coming at Corey a certain type of way, yeah, Anton came there with an agenda. Anton came there to do something specific. Like, make no mistake about it, he had a plan. So all of this, he was trying to have the conversation and just trying to
I didn't say that was just. I'm saying like put in
Anton
that
even said it
perspective.
himself. He even said it himself. He said, I knew that Corey was too, his words, not mine. He said, I knew that Corey was too dumb to have the conversation. So it was whatever. I was with whatever. That's what Anton said.
I do got to give props to Corey though, because all we got to do is put ourselves in Corey's shoes. What would you have done?
Yo, I would have tried to take Anton head off, bro.
Right.
I
would have asked him to leave. Just that simple. But hey, I'll be right back, Izzy. I would have asked him to leave. I'll be right back, Izzy. I gotta go take her something.
I know that I would try to take his head off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it in Savage. I'm like, I'm just not that YouTubian yet. I'm just not. I want to be, but I'm just not that YouTubian yet, bro.
Well,
I'd have tried to take his
is Corey relying on this money?
I mean, I'm sure this is helpful. I'm sure
because if he ain't, then it don't hit him. It's over with.
But like he was trying to say, and I think people missed it. He really was having, and I think Savage could appreciate this, and I know I appreciate this. Corey really, he's not a tough guy, but he really was having a strong internal conflict going on.
Yeah,
for the fact that he did not try to take Anton's head off. He really was struggling with that. That's why he kept talking about it, because he felt violated, and he don't want to be violated.
Yeah, you're right.
That's real.
He's definitely trying to explain that, but the more like when you try to explain something and try to get somebody on the page so nothing will happen, Anton kept being antagonist about it. He was like, listen, things like this, you can't keep doing that because things like this could get you hurt. Even if it's not me, you should not roll that way out there like that, because you're going to talk to the wrong dude. And next thing you know, your family got nobody to support them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
you know,
be streaming. Oh, give me a sec. You got it after this girl story. Hey, be streaming $5. Thank you. He said Anton was Anton did come with an agenda. He was mad about Mika getting frozen out. He felt security tough and was flexing for his lady friend. Yo, that's wild, Uncle Streamer. That's some hell of a allegation. Shout out to Uncle. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate the support. Thank you, bro. That's wild right there. Go ahead, Ghetto Story.
No, I was about to say it's crazy because the reality is Corey, yeah, he exposed Corey for, playing like he's a street nigga. That's true. And so in that way I can see how you say he won. But in the reality, Anton also did something that told street niggas around the way. We got to now engage in now, you know what I mean? Hit niggas in case we are ever trolled or rage bait. Because now it's like the world is like saying, not the world, but our little community that's involved with this topic is saying, hey, we pro rage bait. We pro troll. That's back because that's what that was. And everybody's kind of like they justifying it. So yeah, I get what he did. You know what I mean? But like I told Slimmy the other day, I say, hey man, if your boy is as smart as he is, and I believe he is, you know what I mean? He could have articulated himself better than saying you sucking a duck of the community.
Yes, he could have used a different word, but I think he was done with the conversation at that point.
All I'm saying is you expect Yo Gotti or one of his new up and coming artists to say something like that.
Right.
You wouldn't expect nobody who want to talk politics or Christian or conservative or whatever that is the stuff we be talking about. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. No, you're spot on. That's exactly correct. You're spot on. And that's what I was saying earlier. You're 100.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Well, I do want to say this though. Is he thinking about his church community? Because he's watched by everybody, right? So if the people of the church,
yeah,
and he's holding that stature, that church guy. Look at this. He's holding it down. He keeps saying that I meant to do this. I said this, and I'm this guy. Da 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 da. How's that going to look?
That's what Andrew Tate was doing.
How's that going to look in the eyes? So he's like, somebody asked me. They said, who took the biggest L? The one who took the biggest L are the people who need to learn and watching what's going on and thinking that certain people are leaders. Those are the ones that's taking the real L. But the one, the when it comes to social media and the content, they both taking a win because their numbers are both going to go up. But it don't matter now because
I think it was a W on both sides. The only people that take an L is the black man. The image of the black man takes the L. That's it. Other than that, they both win. They're both going to go get more money and clout from this situation, and more people are going to be separated more than ever.
Yeah, because they're not going to trust anybody.
And if you're a nerd, they're going to think you're Anton, and if you hood, they're going to think you're Corey. So we're split.
Hey, somebody got something explaining, dude.
That was the enemy's plan. But I'll get to China in a minute. Why did that lady look Chinese?
Wait.
She had yellow on.
Can y'all hear me? Yo.
Oh, my bad.
Can y'all hear me? Yo,
yes,
come
sir.
on, bro.
We can hear you now.
I told you about that. I got you, bro.
My
Please,
bad.
bro, with that. Come on, bro. Like those are trigger words. You can get my channel taken down, bro.
Dang.
I asked you before, bro.
Okay, we can't say it.
No. Have you ever heard me say anything like that? If you haven't heard me say anything like that, please don't.
That's my favorite kind of food, though. I can't even say it. Dang.
Bro, I got you,
all
bro.
right.
Come on.
All right. Okay, so can I say orange chicken?
Hold on, Emperor. Hold on. Let me, Emperor. Can I say something? Hey, for a brother to brother, I need to say something, but I need you to mute your mic because I got to say this to you. I got to say this to you on the real. Okay, bro, I done worked at a lot of jobs. All right. Because like I said, I've always had this entrepreneurial thing. So I've kind of hopped from jobs from time to time. So when I've been at them call center jobs, when you sitting in training, and I'm gonna wrap it up is to make it quick, but when you in them training classes at them call center jobs, it's always that one guy who's like clearly excited to kind of like be in that space. You know what I mean? So, and he's like, he kind of doesn't necessarily understand the etiquette of being in that space. So when Izzy is saying certain things like what he's saying right now, as far as hey man, respecting the platform and the guidelines and everything, it's all love and everything, but it kind of comes off dismissive and a little condescending if you say something in regards of like, can I say orange chicken? You know what I mean? And then it kind of takes the validity of the platform. You know what I mean? The authenticity. You feel me? We want to make it as professional as possible. You dig? Just keeping it real with you. So
Yeah,
I've watched plenty of trainers check plenty of people of that one guy that was like just really excited to being in the space. And trust me, I'm glad you're in the space too. But
yeah, I'm glad.
I just want to give you that advice before Izzy have Angry Man back up on here or Savage come back up here or anybody. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me just say this, and thank you, Sto. Let me say this, brother. They're cracking down because that could be considered hate speech. Just for your knowledge and for your edification. I know you say you're trying to get a channel, right? They're cracking down on what could be called hate speech, especially against certain groups, and that's one of the groups that is a trigger word because of a lot of the conflicts that we have globally right now. You see what I'm saying? So we got to really be careful. I know this is America, but this is not the America that I grew up in. I'll be honest with you, but we do got to be careful because they're snatching channels, and the guidelines change often, so they're a little bit more sensitive right now to certain words or places, and that's one of those places right now. Okay, just for the record, you heard.
Yeah, I got you. My
All right.
apologies, boss. My apologies.
No problem, no problem. I just, you know what I'm saying. I just
But
want you to know.
well, because that's one of the bigger things, and it's so hard to even like our free speech is gone now. Now it's like so hard to even have a legit conversation about like the real like. My bad.
Nah, you good. A
But
lot of
I'm on the trail though.
yeah, I got you. But yeah, like, but you know what I'm saying. Like, if you ever want to have like those type of conversations, that's an email away or whatever the case may be, or like you said, when we have the Discord or whatever the case may be, that's the conversation that we can have, and that's what I was trying to allude to yesterday. Like the it's with Jeff, right? Those conversations, you can't have those conversations out in the open. Those are private conversations, right? You get the
Okay.
people together, but you have those conversations
So
privately.
then I'm gonna have to make my channel where we can have those conversations.
Well, just be prepared that you won't be monetized,
I'm not
and
worried
that.
about the money. I'm doing all right.
No, I got you. I got you. I'm just saying, just prepared that you won't be monetized, and be prepared that you might get strike down, and you might not even have a channel for long. I'm just saying, like my
So
homie.
I'm gonna have to
That's,
do a lot of disclaimers. I'm gonna read the rules and see
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
where my
Because my homie
stretch
was like
is.
that. My homie was
Hmm.
like that. Shout out to my homie. And my homie lost his channel. He was on the same type ish, and he lost his channel, and he got banned forever from YouTube.
I'm on
So,
Rumble too, so I'm doing some
but
backup
yeah, Rumble,
accounts.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Rumble is probably the better place for that, for those type conversations. To be honest with you,
He is. I'm about to head out,
Hey,
man.
can
I appreciate you, bro. Go
Appreciate
ahead,
you.
fam.
I'll
Yeah,
give
fam,
you
you
a
got
little
it.
bit of advice. I'll give you a little bit of advice, Emperor, and I'm gonna get off of that. But I do reaction videos on my Instagram. I take the videos and I do reactions to them, and I've gotten 11 million views in 40 days. You can take that out, that same algorithm that I just given you, and you can make reaction videos, thus giving your opinion on however you want, thus to the same videos, and literally you can hashtag it so you can start building that algorithm up for yourself. This will give you the traction. This will give you whatever you want for yourself. And good luck, brother. You know what I mean? I just want to give you that advice. That's.
All right, I appreciate that. I think I want to be more low key and word of mouth, so my videos will stay up for longer.
Yeah, that might happen too. That might be better. But I'll
Yeah,
definitely, I'll let
and
you
then
about
y'all
that.
could clip them, and then y'all could do y'all little shorts, and they could be like, "Where'd you get that from?"
Of course, Jay Lewis said, of course, they are trying to take away our First Amendment rights. I hear
I'm
you.
working on it. I'm working on it.
I don't know about that,
Oh,
Jay, but
No, I ain't gonna necessarily say they trying to take the First Amendment rights. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, they trying to censor us now.
Yeah, Ari Nicole said, "Why do it if it's not for the money? If you're not trying to get no money." Shout out to Ari Nicole. Good to see you, sis.
Why do it? Because I just want people to be able to learn.
No problem. There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
it.
Shout
You
out
know
to
what I
Jay
mean?
Lewis.
And y'all making the money, and I'm already kicking it with y'all. I don't mind throwing some bread, and we go do whatever we gonna do. What's up? Where we going? Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
I
that's
feel
Right.
you.
nothing. Y'all already
No,
got the platforms. All I'm trying to do is get out the information that y'all not gonna say, because that's where the money at.
okay, here's another
You
bit
feel
of
me?
advice, right? So,
The
hey,
sacrificial lamb.
that's another good thing. I like that angle. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Here's a thing to add to it, though, right? So, yeah, you don't want to do it for the money. That's cool. I'm glad that you're doing good. You know what I mean? But in order to gain the same level of traction to get it out to those ears that you want to get it to, it has to be worthy of being monetized, even if you don't care for the money, because that in itself is going to make it a valuable video or a valuable, whatever valuable content that you're trying to
Yeah.
put out there.
Private contracts with individual angel investors, and then I can get probably some sponsors that won't have to be related to the channel. And then, just do my own thing.
No
Eventually,
doubt.
it's just gonna happen.
OG Sigma said, I tried to do a video, I tried to do a review video last week, and I got a flag. I have no idea what I did wrong. Izzy, well, let me ask you a couple of questions, OG, just to see. Did you have any music in the video, OG? OG Sigma? Did you have any music in the video? Shout out to Just Me. Just Me said everything that happened with AD is psychological and tied to mental health and trauma. It comes out as aggression, but those shows don't get much support. Yeah, talking about the mental health Monday. Shout out to that. Okay,
No,
you
that's
didn't do it. Okay. How much did you just try to OG Sigma, did you just try to make facial expressions? Did you let the video play and just do facial expressions or what?
you know what that is a sign of mental health. I agree. I think, but honestly, at some extent, all black people have some form of traumatization.
Yeah, I can get that.
It's
I'm not
intangible.
saying them as an individual, but at least down to their
Oh,
bloodline.
oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, don't review the pop the balloon. Yeah, they had said because they were Netflix. They did a deal with Netflix or something like that. So yeah, don't do the pop the balloon. Don't do the pop the balloon, bro.
No, but they got some cool pop the balloons that you can review too, though, right? Is it?
I don't know. I'd stay away from it because I heard everybody was getting strikes because of pop the balloon. So I stay away from it. I seen some people have it up, but I don't mess with it.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I,
I know
I'm
there's a
not
few
trying to.
different.
Can I ask you guys some advice?
What's that?
All right, because I'm not trying to praise this individual I'm gonna mention right now, but the way he's doing it, I think that's how I want to do it, but not with his motives and intentions. Tucker Carlson, how he did it. I think I want to do it like that. I want to be like giving up the news and all the updates and everything that's going on, and like, not really give my opinion, but just give what the information is, read the documents and stuff like that, and then kind of do interviews with people and get their opinion on it, and have like, just
Well,
one-on-ones and stuff like that. That's where I think I want to go with it.
okay, you telling me what you want to do, but you're not asking us what the question is. You said you something you
So
had to ask.
I was just giving you guys my layout real quick. But so my question is, do you think that given enough traction, do you think it would have an effect on the black community, or do you think they would just kind of push me out because I don't look like them?
Hey man, you got a long way to go, dog. I mean, you know what I mean? Depending on how hard you work, depending on how fast you put yourself out there, you know what I mean? Keep in mind, what you saying ain't something that nobody's not doesn't have access to finding as far as, the controversial information. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
valuable in itself, but you and I both know, it ain't far from Reddit or Telegram or any of these other little platforms that you can find this information from. So my point to you is that you got a very targeted niche. A lot of people are very comfortable in their illusion, and I think that's the best way of saying it to you. A lot of people don't benefit from hearing your information because currently in their current living status, it's not sufficing for them. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for you to
But
tell
this,
someone.
but no, I apologize, man. But this is the thing, though, too, with that added, each of us has a unique perspective and point of view. That's what YouTube is all about. So hit to the Ghetto Stoics perspective, if you work hard and do what you're passionate about, do what you like to do, there's bound to be some people just like you that would see it from your perspective and see your point of view, and they just gotta find you. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about the internet or about YouTube. So I mean, it may take a while or it may blow up overnight. You just never know. Just go. I say get ready, fire, and then aim. You know what I'm saying? Build your
No,
plan as you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely got to interview you guys. All the stuff we've been talking about is gonna be more one-on-one, straight across the board. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be
no, I feel you on that, and understand, bro. I mean no disrespect when I'm saying, about the duration, but I'm just saying because I know that is what you're talking about is considered conspiracy theory type info. They
well.
like the
This is
label.
not
They like.
theory.
I know,
It's
but
not theory when two people are actually conspiring.
I feel that, but you know what I mean as far as the label as what
Yeah.
CIA called it. So my point is we can't say certain things like that, right? So my point is since that's a targeted niche, that's what Izzy was saying as far as everybody's life being different. So, with something like that, you'll have to really be on the ball as far as and then really let me ask you something deeper. You gotta ask yourself why. You know what I mean? Like why? What
Oh,
not and not to
that was the
say too
first
much. You
question I
get what
had
I'm
to answer before I could even come up here on the panel. I was just watching for months. I've been watching, just watching.
hold on, but I just want to keep it clear to you though, man.
Hmm.
There's people that what I mean. Like I'm just gonna be so real with you, right? So the information you can get out there will be appreciated, but there's so many narratives and there's so much money out there to change who said it, how it was said, and and if it's even relevant or true or not. You dig what I'm saying to you?
Yes, I
So,
understand
so my
exactly
point,
what
so
you're
my
saying.
point, so my point to you is it'll be low key. I'm just warning you. I'm just telling you, just be careful. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
I'm gonna get.
is gonna
I
show
might
love,
get.
is gonna show love, but I'm gonna keep it like real inside of showing love. I think you should probably focus on something that you can probably like
Salute,
appreciate a little bit better.
salute. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I get it, but it just depends. But the why is important. Like, and your why should be so big that it make you cry. So if that's part of your passion, and that's part of what you're trying to do in life and what you're trying to get going on, then you know what I'm saying. That's one thing. What
Yeah,
my son doing? What's my son doing? He just roaming around aimlessly.
and I mean, when you ask me why, it's like because who else is gonna do it? And then it's just like, are they doing it right? Because I haven't heard of them, and I've been looking. And then the ones I have heard of, it's like, okay, I hear you, but it's like, come on, you're losing me sometimes. Because it's like, okay, you're not bringing that and correlating it to whatever the process is. You're just, some people are
Because you know what?
I get
No,
it.
you know
They're
what?
not they're not staying on the information.
No, but you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
always you say it to yourself like, "Yo, why aren't they saying the raw gritty part of it?" And you know what I
Mhm.
think that you really, really are like naive about is
It's because they can't.
no, it's the severity of that, bro. How instantaneously that is, and then how much of a waste of time you just made trying to prove a point about one thing that won't have enough power, that you didn't have enough financial power. Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, that comes with that's a big part of this too. You didn't have enough financial power nor influence to really change minds yet. You get what I mean? You can't be boisterous before you not paid. You gotta be paid. Michael Jackson had to dance and do stages and all that before he could start saying what God he prayed to. You get what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter if he would have said it back in the day. It wouldn't matter if anybody that made anything would have said anything back in the day. Nobody cared about Malcolm X when he was 13. They cared about him after, you know what I'm saying? He made himself of quality. So I'm just saying to you, man, you gotta make some things behind it. You gotta have some certain factors behind it before you can kind of like, you know what I mean, hit that switch that you want to hit. Because if you hit that switch too early, you might get silenced early. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. And that's
No
why
doubt.
I'm trying to ease into it. And I've been on different panels, getting people used to my face, my little setup. So when I do happen to either go live or drop a video or whatever, let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's the way you do it, bro. I'm telling you, that's the way you do it. And then too, like whatever special skills you have or whatever special things that you bring, like you know what I'm saying, you bring it to the panel. Now over here, I'll be honest with you, as far as like the political stuff, I don't really do the political stuff. But
Yes, sir.
if you find that like a channel that opens panels, then and that's more of your interest, then you want to do that. But if you have something along the lines of the community or you know what I'm saying, our people
Yeah.
or trying to growth and development, which I know that's passion for you too, then you know what I mean, you add your spin on that, you know, on a place like here. And the more consistent, because that's how I got my start. I'll be honest. I went with Anton and them on Fight Club. That's why I'm so familiar with him. And then I went from
Okay,
there to
okay.
my man Trigger Mike and then and
Now it's starting to make sense. No
Aaron
wonder you're
O.
so disappointed in him right now.
Right, yeah, I come from Fight Club. So yeah, I'm very, very familiar with him, right?
Okay.
But
Makes sense.
you know, Aaron O and Cheeky Banter, and but you know what I'm saying, Angry Man was the one that told me to start my channel. You know, that's been my friend for like almost 30 years, so he
Yeah,
told me to
Angry
start my
Man's the
channel.
OG.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
talk.
He said,
Yeah.
yo, bro, you need to start your channel. He been getting on me, pause, for a long time. Like, yo, man, when you gonna start your channel? When you gonna start your channel? I was like, never. But I finally did it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad you
And it
did.
just, yeah, it just went from there. But that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid. Like you're doing the right thing. Just you know, getting your feet wet, seeing how you feel on camera, adding your spice to it, and then eventually people are gonna follow you. They're gonna align with you. They're gonna rock with you, the emperor, and you're gonna make a little name for yourself, and then you go from there. That's how I did it. So
Can I ask you a question?
sure, absolutely.
It's along the lines of you said we're talking about community and development. So I'm gonna ask it simple and based. If you wanna, ask me a question to get more detail, or if you want to ask me what I think about it, that's fine. But my question is, how do you feel about free school across the board for all American citizens
I think
from pre-K to college? And you could elaborate if you want to.
nah.
Yeah.
I think that it should. I think that that's a great idea, especially if it's specialized schools. Like if
Mhm.
they brought back electrician school,
Yes.
automotive repair
Trade
school,
school, all of that free.
trade
Yeah,
school.
all of it.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
all of it.
And it was
All of it.
specialized fields
Mhm.
that children were stirred in from a youth, so that they could go through the process like of old, like go from a novice to an apprentice, from apprentice
Mhm.
to a a
Job
layman, and
placement,
from
all
a
that stuff.
layman
Yep.
to a master. Yeah, yeah. So definitely. I think that if they did it in that way, where it's to support the structure of society, I think it would be
Mhm.
awesome, and I think it would work well.
All right. So you're the first person that agreed with me, because I have a couple different ways if we wanted to pick and choose like who qualifies. I got going deeper into it.
Shout out to my auntie Loki. She said free school is excellent to me. Yeah, but there's other countries that get free college and free healthcare and all types of stuff. And you know, I understand that we're a free market system and a capitalistic society. At the same time, I think that some of that, when it's not in checks and balances, becomes excessive and
Yeah.
therefore puts a damper on the quality and the output that we have as Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's leading me to one of my points. I'm thinking that if we took privatization out of school, decentralized schooling, you know, so that way it's a free, like the schools have to compete to get students. Now it has to be nicer, so that means they have to use that government money. and then based off of the grades and all the stuff like they do already, the system's here. We just need to actually make the schools compete for, because where the kids gonna go? They have to go here because it's the only free one. That's why it's so overcrowded in most of these schools. So if we actually made the schools compete with each other to get government funding, so that means you have to make your school, hey, come over here. It's way better than them. See what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but the thing is, the school system is totally outdated. It needs to be overhauled. It was built for factory workers and to
Okay.
create
Oh, we're talking
workers.
about the actual lessons that they're getting taught in class.
Yeah, overall,
Okay,
it
cool,
hasn't been
cool. All right,
hasn't
cool.
been overall. It hasn't been overhauled in over 30, 40, 50 years. Like it's an antiquated system. You know what I'm
So
saying?
AI beginner classes and things like that. We need to make sure what even freshmen have to take a second language moving forward all the way through high school. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, and like make them like do stuff.
But I mean, like I said, I just think when I was in school, which was a long time ago, man, they used to have trades. You know what I'm saying? They used to have workshop, wood shop. They used to have automotive, and you
Yeah,
could sign up to be in a trade.
Yeah, those are
yeah.
still there. Wood shop and stuff. Yeah, go ahead,
You
ghetto,
know,
if
it's
you want
crazy.
to.
They just ended Job Corps, man. Can you believe that?
Wow,
See,
nah,
because
that's
it should be free.
No, they ended it. Like they ended it.
Mm.
Like Job Corps over with. Like it's like the whole establishment's over with. Like I'm not, and it's not a bad thing as far as why they had to end it. I don't think so. I just think that it was just, like they wrapped up the whole project.
the program. Yeah, probably was for funding actually, but I don't know. I need to look into. HB1 said, "Hey, is salute. We need to overhaul and actually fund public education." Yeah, yeah, but this is the thing, the emperor was alluding to, they get the funding, but they allocate it to what they want to instead of what they need to a lot of times. And you know what I mean? And a lot of it is going to the teachers, which teachers should be paid, but it needs to be a quality of education as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than just rote memory and just regurgitation and resuscitation. You know what I mean?
No, it's
And
real.
yeah, and then on top of that, if we made it where the schools had to compete, now for those jobs, teachers would probably have to get paid more. And then at this point, you would have better teachers because they would have to compete for that job because it's free. You know what I mean? So anybody can kind of just apply. The people that have the best teaching skills or whatever, make them pass the test. See, there's so many ways that just by making school free, how everything would have to shift. There wouldn't be a choice. And then you could just like with your high school homies sign a yearbooks. Hey, we're going to Harvard this year. Nah, I want to go to UC, whatever. All right, bro, I'm with you. Let's go. Like, now you're keeping the community together. Now you're giving people motivation to want to be there, you know? And it's
Yeah,
just,
but
and
then
then people that don't want to go, you got your trades, like you were saying, welding, all that stuff. They could just go into apprenticeship after they
but
graduate. They're
then
18.
but how do they get the money for like the grounds keep, for the maintenance, for the I mean, you buy your own
Well, yeah,
textbook,
the school
or
has
for to pay
that,
the
and then we still
professors.
have the students, right? How they work on campus. You know what I mean? And then the school's getting money from the government already.
Right,
That
but that
way, go ahead, go ahead.
but that's a state funded institution, right? So you saying all the institutions should be government funded or state
Yeah,
funded?
yes,
But see that
any school, because look, I'm looking at the Somalia situation. All in preschools getting all the millions. That's BS. If we had been giving that to our schools that we already have that are American and colleges that are already there, that money would have already been gone. There's no room for that. You know what I mean?
I get it, but that's that particular state. But I do get what you're saying. The issue becomes that a lot of times, as far as the state institutions, if you notice, it's the privatized college that have the better education or the better standards or the better systems in place. It's not the state institutions that generally have the better reputations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Because
reason why is
that
they got
funding,
all the
that
money.
funding is, but yeah, that funding is but so much. So that's what I'm saying. How, if it's not privatized, if it's not exclusive, how do they get the money up? Because just the government giving out the money, that's making more big government
Well,
and
well, this
less
is how.
personal
This is how.
personal
Because
accountability.
since they're giving the money to all the schools, right? Now the schools have to go ahead and show up all those safety standards and all these things and blah 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 blah, and all their bank account money they have now, and can they afford to get these things fixed? If not, this is one of the schools that may be under review. But what I'm saying is this whole picture will be solved by situational awareness. What is the school? How many people are going there? What's the teachers like? The grade level and all this stuff. Are those kids that have gone to this school tracking them down the road? Have they gone to college? Or what are they doing with their lives? Things like that. So there will be a whole. They already have a system. We got SATs and all this stuff. We can go ahead and grade the school like we've been grading them. And if the school doesn't have a certain level, certain fundings get, taken away. And then we can have them send in an investigator to investigate the school, the teacher, to see what's wrong with it. You know what I mean? And actually estimate, like a auditor, how they go and estimate how much, and then they can report it back to the government. And they come in with the contracts, they fix the school up, make it look nice. You know what I mean? On budget.
Hey, Emperor. No
Go ahead.
disrespect. No disrespect, brother. You can offer me all of that, man, for the school system for my children, and I'm still gonna have to respectfully decline.
Mhm.
And the reason why is because I think it's clear how we should raise our children. And at this point, when you're an adult, you know exactly what they need as far
Yeah.
as what to feed their mind, and you're starting to understand that there's a reason why we celebrate children that we call quote unquote geniuses and super talented, and they're doing things at the age of 6 because their parents had that as their focus, their primary focus since a child.
And I
They,
think their parents should get compensated for that and have a program for the homeschoolers too, because
they,
that's still school.
but no, I think you're missing my point. So like the Japanese say that I think it's in Japanese or China, Japan or China. It's one of them, or even Korea. It could be there, but Asian and the Asian country around that way, right? They say that they focus the first 4 years on the development of the child as far as their behavior and their
Yes.
mannerisms. They don't focus on math and the
Yes.
math, multiplication and all that stuff like we do for our
Hmm.
first 4 years and everything else. Well, that's actually something that we don't have in our school system, especially in the first few years as an adolescent, is behavioral, like a behavioral foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's exactly why there should be compensation for homeschooling mothers, especially the ones that are married, you know.
I think
And
there is,
then
though. To be honest with you, I think they do have compensation
and
for
then
homeschool.
they should, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like there's the room for the homeschooling is still there. That way the parents can get compensated for that. And I'm still thinking how it's gonna be from, like, daycare all the way through. So the mothers that need to work or want to work or whatever, have a career or want to go to school, they can still put their baby in daycare, but it's not gonna cost them. And then there's the other reverse side where it's like, okay, if you want to keep your kids to a certain age, raise them at home, you should be compensated for that because you're still producing the next generation. So these are all the money's already there. All we have to do is make sure we're delegating it correctly and getting it
But
to the
that's
people that deserve it. That's all. It's
but
just a
that's
simple
the
like
thing.
tweak
But
of the
who?
system.
But the thing is, like, the system is not designed. The system is not designed for those type of people, right? The system is designed for people who know how to operate outside the system, who do not rely on the system or depend on the system for anything, right?
Right.
That's who gets rewarded in this system. The people who don't depend on it or rely on it. The people who are dependent and relying on the system are the people who face the heaviest penalties and face the heaviest charges or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, yeah, I understand because the way the system is set up. But like I said, if we tweak the rule a little bit, and then it'll bend to flex for those people, and that way this alleviating the pain. So all I'm saying is I'm not gonna make anybody rich per se, but I'm gonna make our lower class or the low class, they'll all be middle class because they'll
Right,
have they'll have money left over because a lot of money just goes to school. Period.
but you understand that
That's where
that's
most
part.
people money go. And most
Right, but
parents
you
are
get
trying
it,
to
but that's
figure out how
part
to
of the
send their
game.
kids to school.
Right, but that's part of the game though, bro.
Well, I
You
understand.
you trying to change the game. Like that's part of like
No, no, I'm not trying
it's
to
cost
change the game.
hold on real quick. It costs a lot of money in America to be poor. You know that, right? Like to be poor in America is very, very you gotta have a lot of money to be poor in America. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Okay,
So
now
let me
hold
I
on.
don't know,
let me
man.
expound
I
it. Hold
don't
on real quick.
know.
Hold on, listen. Let me expound upon that point. All right, let's say that you don't make a lot of money, right? But you want creature comforts. Let's say, for example, like you're younger, you want a PS5, right? But you don't got $500, $600 to pay on the PS5. But you could go to errands and you could get the PS5 for $35 a week for 100 weeks. You see what I'm
No,
saying? It's
no.
very
I don't.
expensive. It's very
I don't.
expensive being broke. So you got
I
your
don't
comfort, or
understand.
let's just say a bed, or let's just say a sofa, or let's just say whatever the case may, a TV, whatever the case may be. You done paid a
Oh,
thousand
I
times
think
more,
I know what you're saying now.
right? You done
Okay,
paid a
so
thousand
can I
times
ask
more than.
you a clarifying question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
Take your
with
time.
this analogy,
Mhm.
are we saying, or are you getting at, or is this a possibility that you're saying poor people are just utilizing their money for the luxuries instead of the things that are going to elevate them and push them forward?
No, I'm saying that the system is designed to profit and benefit off the poor people. Period.
Okay. Well, we know that, but like I said, if I do this with the legs of the table just a little bit, it won't break.
But the point is that you're trying what yes it will because you're trying to
You
move
adore.
the hold on
It's
you're
a
trying to move
plastic table.
hold on real quick. No, you're trying to move the foundation of the table to another place. So it's gonna be off center, it's gonna be off kill. You ever watch this movie with um with Justin Timberlake and it was called Out of Time? You ever seen that
Oh,
movie with
hold on, is before you jump onto that because that's one of my favorite movies. But I gotta say this to my boy Emperor before we get a whole bunch of people on
Okay.
here, and I'm considered fake for saying it. I gotta say it while we ain't got a lot of people on here, but so you can see my face. Look at me, bro. You a dork.
Okay.
I mean that. I mean that in a good way, and I got love. I got love you.
No,
Remember,
he's saying you're a
remember.
dork. All right, bro.
Hold
Okay,
on,
let's
hold on,
not throw racial slurs around here.
hold on.
no no
He's
that's right.
not.
I'm just
Dork is
playing. Go
not.
ahead.
Yeah, dork is not racial either. I mean, you know, you just a nerd, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm just letting you know why there's not a lot of people on here. You a dork, man, or a nerd, or whatever's lighthearted for you to take. All right, you goofy, you real goofy, and there's
I don't
nothing
know
wrong
what
with it.
you mean. Like when people say
Hold on,
goofy, I
hold
don't
on,
know,
hold
bro. I
on.
don't think
I
that's
wanna
it.
hold on. I want. There's the negative. Now I got to hit you with my positive. That way you
What
can feel.
am I a
Hold on,
comedian? I'm funny.
hold on. That right there. See what I mean? You goofy, man. You're a goofy dude, man. But I just want to say this, real talk. All right. Even though your style quirky, even though you got this quirky type of style, honestly, you could be a valuable piece to anybody's content.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I think he's a good dude. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He's a good dude.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
funny.
like honestly,
He's a thinking dude, and he got a lot to offer mentally. Yeah,
he really
get.
he really does.
I just
He's
be playing. I just be playing.
he always got a topic, but if you be like if you listen, if you let him go off too much, he'll get
Yeah,
quirky. He'll
yeah.
start
You
getting
gotta
I
reel
get
him in.
funny, man. We gonna crack some jokes, like you know.
I gotta keep you real. Then I got you, bro. I got you. Where my son at? Why my son's not looking at
Oh
me?
shit. Damn.
Why my son's not looking? Where my son go? I told him. Where's my son? Where's my son? Where's my son? Ah man,
Hey, but you know,
huh?
there is a benefit though, man. There's a benefit towards everything having that balance with him saying that, it costs a lot to be poor. Yeah, because that's why everybody has appreciation for what they got.
No, man. Put your put your seat. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold up, traffic. Put your seatbelt on. My bad,
No,
y'all.
no, we hear you, bro. Do your
Nah,
thing. Do
you
your
good, you
thing.
good.
Yeah, nah, I just had to pick the little man up to school. Yo,
Oh,
but this is the thing. Yeah, but it's very expensive to be broke in America because what it means is that you're paying for much more than what the value of whatever it costs is, right? You're paying, and so that paying for much more, even for your needs. So it's not necessarily just prioritization or having lack of prioritization. It's the fact that everything costs more when you're broke. You know what I
right.
mean?
No,
And,
no, you're right.
and so this system is designed to profit off of that. And I see my man HC Bo one before I was driving. He was saying, "Well, that's capitalism. Is everybody? No, everybody doesn't pay the same price for everybody doesn't pay the same price. Poor people pay a higher price for everything than people with money pay for it. Just for the record, poor people pay way more for everything than people with money pay for it. Damn.
But does that mean that does that automatically mean that richer people have a better life than poorer people?
Not necessarily. To see that's kind of a false equivalency, believe it or not, right? Because the quality of life that you live is a subjective thing, right? Everybody,
Exactly.
because you could be happy just looking up at the sun all day and putting your toes in the sand, right? I may be for me to have happiness, I might have to travel around the world 100 times, and that makes me happy. So that's a real subjective thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as quality of life.
Exactly. Because I know I have an uncle, God rest his soul, by the name of
God bless.
Buddy. I called him Buddy. All he
Mhm.
cared about was going to the same park to play chess with everybody.
Shout out to him.
That was
Yeah,
it.
no doubt. I know some people like that. But yeah, but that's right. So that's subjective. However, when we're talking about the basics, essentials of living, then we have to break that down and we have to understand that, you know what I'm saying, if you're paying for stuff, especially if you're using credit or trying to leverage at all, then you pay more. And even the truth is, like, if you going from one side of town, God bless you, son. Salute. If you go from one side of town to another side of town, you can see that the price of gas is higher, the price of bread is higher, the price of eggs is higher, and then the quality is going to be less. It's going to be closer to the expiration date. Have you do listen? Go to the poorer side of town, right? And then
Hmm.
look at the prices of things, and then go to the wealthier side of town, and it will amaze you. The wealthier side of town, things are less expensive. Now, the houses might be more expensive, but the products and services,
No, you're right. Well, but I just honestly, like I'm saying, man,
Mm,
it's really about what's important to you, what you want to do in your life. What that's really what it always leads down to. I mean, honestly, you know what I mean? Like, did he want to be in the record business, man? Let's just call it what it is.
all right.
You know what I'm saying to you? Like,
Make it
everybody
simple.
has their role in life, G. Everybody chooses their role, and if you happy where you at, you happy where you at. But I know some brothers around the way that got some bread, but they ain't paid like that. They just came from the military. Y'all know how military money get. You know what I mean? They get that what they call it. It's what they call it, Izzy. They call not the GI Bill. I forgot in the military what they call it though. They get that bill though. In the military, they get that money at the end.
The GI Bill.
Well, I think it's a GI Bill, but I'm not too sure. But
That's what I remember it as, but I'm
yeah,
not
man,
sure.
I could call my uncle
Something
on it.
like that.
But
But
yeah, something like that. They'll get that military money, and then they be on point. And then they were living their life. They still travel. There's still enough money to travel, do what you want to do. You gotta think about it. I mean, Emperor. I mean, you got children.
yeah,
Okay, so my
it
point.
happens.
My point is, if you don't have no more than three, right? You can go travel easily with however many children you got under that number, no problem. They get the $5, which I don't agree with Wendy's, but I'm saying they get the $5 biggie bag. They straight. You get you something to eat. See what I mean? It's like really easy to feed them, and you could travel wherever you want to travel to. $6,000 a month. That's all anybody really need. That's just what I think, personally. Somebody make $6,000 a month, you straight. I mean, that's just what I now. If you want to
That's
have the
pretty
big,
clean. That's
if you
pretty
want to have
clean,
the break,
bro.
and if you want to have all the car and all that, then I feel like the part of that's a part of your ego. A part of that has something to do with who you trying to impress. I mean, that's what I think. I just need something that drives. That's just me. That's how I look at it.
That's real. See, I'm looking I'm looking at survival, right? What is it that each person in their own individual mind, what do they call survival? Some people would say the internet, electricity, you know what I'm saying? Some people would say a cell phone, some people would say money, right? What is it that you feel like you need in your life to help you survive? Some people say a couch
So what you
and a
say?
TV.
So what you say?
Me, I say I just need to be able to breathe because man can't live on bread alone.
Okay, so what's your items? What's your necessities? Give me your top 3 necessities. Let's be definitive.
For right now, some coffee, um, some pecans,
Hold on,
and some grapes.
I said top 3, my nigga, not
I just
bottom.
told you coffee, pecans, and grapes. That's pretty much what I do.
Hold on, hold on, man. So hold on, you can't say rent, you can't say lights, you can't say all these super important things, and then
Well, I
I ask you,
mean, I don't,
hold
I
on,
don't need. I would say people would say those things are
no,
necessary for their perspective to survive, and for
I
survival.
feel you, I feel you, but I'm saying, my nigga, that's survival. You need that now. That fireplace ain't going without no damn power. My point to you is, come
No,
on,
I
man.
understand that. I
Okay,
understand that. I
okay,
get
so
it. But at the end of the day, if I was outside and I had clothes on my back, right, or at least a shirt and some pants, and I had a nice hot cup of coffee, some grapes, and some pecans, I'll be all right for a little while because I'll figure it out.
hey, respect to you, respect to
You
you.
feel me? Because I
But
ain't hungry and I
uh,
got some energy.
and
I
you
could
know what?
make something happen.
Everybody got their thing, man.
Cause
Everybody got
like you ever seen them survival shows like the 30 Days on the Island Alone? Like you out there.
yeah. No, because I feel you. Because at this point, you ask,
You gotta
asking
figure
me,
it out. I bet you they wish they had a
yeah,
cup of coffee and some grapes and some
that
pecans. I bet you they wish.
that so that's when you get to asking yourself, like, okay, what
What do
would I
you
want?
need?
And this is
Yeah. In
these are
your
your legit.
mind, what you think you need might not be what you actually need.
So these are
And
your legit.
that's what women suffer from. I'm not putting my ladies out there, but women suffer from they think they need something that they want a lot.
Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa,
A
whoa,
lot.
whoa, 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 whoa. You can't talk around. When you're gonna bring up some women, man, you got to be very straight to the point. What do they think, and what is they want?
I
What's the?
don't know, but they be
Oh, so how
thinking
you know? So what
that
do you?
they need. Hold on. They be thinking that they need what they want. That's what I said.
What they need, what they want. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah, you gotta let that simmer.
No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on.
I'm
All right.
drunk.
Hey,
No, I'm
nah,
not. I'm not. I'm really not drunk. I'm sorry.
hold on. Women be thinking that they need what they want. So you saying they wrong?
No,
And
never
what
said wrong. I
also
said they think they need. They think they need what they want.
they think they need what they want.
Yeah, because they want a lot of stuff and they think they need it.
But hold on, but don't we all?
No, men know they don't need that to survive. All we need is
Hold on.
coffee, grapes, and some pecans.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. I'm not
I
like
bet you. Look. Let me ask you a question then, so I can
that.
prove my point. Hold on. I'm gonna let you prove it by your answer because I know what you're gonna say. So if
No,
you had, okay, you could replace coffee with whatever drink you want. It could
no.
be Powerade. Just think about it. And you got some. I got some pecans right here, right? You could replace that with steak if you want to. And then grapes. You could replace that with a fruit or a vegetable. If you got that, right? And you just doing your thing down the street. And that's all you really need to survive. It's a nice day, yada yada, right? And you meet this woman. And this woman, she thinks she needs cars and houses and all this stuff. So she got all this stuff. And then she like, hey, who are you? You start chopping it up with her. She gonna bring you back to her place with her stuff, right? Do you really need all of that to survive, bro? Or does she need all of that to survive, bro?
Okay. All right. So once again, I kind of knew. See what I mean? See what I mean?
Because if you had all that stuff, you're gonna end up giving it to her anyway.
No.
Okay, so if you had a car and a house and all that stuff, you wouldn't get out to your woman and your kids and provide that for them so they can utilize it.
What are you even going here with this gig?
Okay, fine. Men only have all that stuff for family.
No, they don't. They don't. Like, hold on.
To show off.
Dude, let me ask you a serious question.
Get a female, hey, roll up in the rollie.
Hey man, I think you got this whole world of how relationships
I'm not talking about relationships. I'm talking about the actions of a man versus the actions of a woman. And I'm talking about what we need for survival and what we think we need for survival.
Whoa. But right now,
that's what I'm talking about.
Well, right now we're supposed to be talking about women. You said women thinking that they need what they want. And I told
that's
you.
It.
Hold on. Look, hey man.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying that's my point. You got it. Go ahead.
But look, all I'm saying to you is that all of us are like that. Because in actuality, you say women think they need what they want. And we all think we need what we want. That's why thus we work for the things we work for. Think about it.
All of us?
Hold on. Listen to me. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with you on this one.
Go ahead.
Checkmate you. What kind of brand did you want to start? And what kind of influence was you trying to reach? Right? But this is something that you think you need. This is something that you want. It's a want that you think you need to do. Every creation that everybody does is founded on what they think they do. You understand?
I don't need to do any of that. I want to do all of that because I'm motivated to make a move and to have something to provide. So when I have a woman and children, like when I have my whole family together, when I have it all together and locked in, they're happy and satisfied. That's what it's all for. It's not for me because all I need is some coffee, some grapes, and some pecans.
So how'd you get motivated?
Personally, to start all this back up, it was y'all.
Okay, but hold on. But how did you get motivated though? What made you hop onto the the panel and start engaging? What made you jump onto that? Is that because you said us, right?
I already started mine like right when COVID started. You know, I started up a little something. I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this right now because I'm doing a lot of moving around and things weren't right. And you know, there was stuff going on with my life, relationships and things like that, friendships, family ships, everything kind of got and now everything's kind of like, okay, blah, blah, blah. So it's just like, you know how drama be. And then I was just like, all right, once I'm over all of this and I get more stable and situated, then I could probably do something when I could sit down and think. And that's why I'm here at this point. You feel me? And I was just listening and watching. And then you guys just like, I want to jump in the conversation because, you know, I'll be listening.
All right. And that came from the process of being able to sit down and think.
Yeah.
You think what you needed, what you wanted. Do you understand?
No. Because like I said, it's not something I needed though. It's something that I wanted to do because I sat here, I'm like, I'm a man, right? What do I want to do?
What do you call it?
Who do I want to be? And where do I want to go? These are three questions that we all have to answer.
And questions are produced from what? Thoughts, my nigga. Those come from your thoughts. You're thinking these things.
So I'm thinking about what I need versus what I want, so I don't get the two confused. And that's where like maturity starts picking in.
My point to you is none of us truly know the difference between the two. There's a lot of times, and I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of times.
I forgot the Bible. I probably need one of those.
I'm not going to just say the Bible, but this is why they say walk by faith and not by sight, because the reality of that is that there's a lot of things that can happen that are simply out of your control that you're going to feel are going to be devastating in your life, and they turn out to not be that devastating. And that, my friend, is what youth.
I understand that. No, I understand what you just said. I understand what you just said completely.
So there's no but. Women and us are the same in that same context you use. That's all I'm saying.
I can say that everybody has a level of maturity that they can reach, so I can agree with you on that.
That's true.
You feel me? Now I'm looking. I should have been more specific when I say.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, these are practice moments.
Hold on. You're right. I'm right here. I'm conceding, right? Because if it's gonna come to, a nuance and things like that, and semantics, and if I have to be politically correct.
Hey, you got to. You know why? Because that's why they say what you mean and mean what you say. That shit is important, man. Hey, man, and I'm not trying to be this big bro to you. I respect you as an equal. Do you understand me? I'm just giving you game because sometimes I'm putting into places certain moments to give people that game. I'm just giving you that game, dude. So when we talk to,
so I can say more often. That's probably what I should have said. More often than men.
No, my nigga.
No, you don't think so? Logic? You don't think logic plays a thing into that versus emotional?
I'll be honest with you. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. I'm just striking a debate concept.
I know. It's okay. We about to get into one. So let me ask you a real ass question, and I pray you be honest because I know exactly where you at right now. Okay.
What you got?
All right.
Let's see.
Have you had an experience? Like enough experience with women, and I'm not talking about an experience as far as 365 episodes with one woman because y'all had a child together or some children together. My guy, that does not count. I'm saying, have you had experience with women, multitude of women? Have you went through your ups, your downs, your highs, your lows, you know what I mean? Like, where are you at as far as that? So this is how I would like for you to answer so we can keep it professional and moderate if we want to. So I was going to give it a grading scale. You get what I mean? So we can have fun with it versus being so detailed and crass and not gentlemanlike. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would say C+ is what we would consider average, right? C+ is like, well, you had a few chicks around the way, no more than like 10, 15 women maybe. Right. And I say that's really average for a man around our age group. If you're talking between the ages of 36 to 43 or 30 to 43, we can just say 30 to 40. You get what I mean? So I'm saying something like around that range. So if you're a C+ nigga, you know what I mean? Then respectfully, I need you listen.
What's the grades though? Keep going. What's the grades? You can't stop there. You got to give me the scale and then ask me the question. Go ahead.
Respectfully, I do. And you know what? Let me no. You got
me. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know what kind of game and what kind of pressure I come through with. Bro.
You know what? That was a hater moment of me because I'm keeping it real. That was a hater.
Hey, I'm funny and I'm kind and I'm nice, but if you know, we really gotta cut some cut.
No, hey, come on, man. Come on. I got you. Hey, trust me, I got you. So B+, we'll just keep it like that. C+, B+, A+, right? B+.
Right, but you said C+ is like 10, 15. B+ would be like 15 to
30. 15. We can do 15, 20, 15, 25, right? Okay. And that's B+. A+, 25+.
I'm sitting at an A-. I'll say that.
Okay, so let me ask you this then.
So it's more than 25, but less than some other numbers.
I'm gonna ask you a very deeper question. It's gonna be very deep about women.
Go ahead.
Okay, and it's really gonna define if you really had experiences with women and not just.
Are we talking about emotionally?
No, no. You didn't allow me to ask you.
I'm just saying because that's two different roles right there.
Okay, let me ask you this: Have you ever in your life raised children that aren't your own?
Yes.
Okay, are you still raising children that aren't your own?
Not anymore, but I'm still there for a lot of kids that are not mine.
Okay, that's just your decision. But you aren't with the woman that you know what I mean, that you was taking care of her kids, right? Y'all don't have kids together.
No, we
Okay,
don't.
so that means you've been there, you done that, you understand the experience of playing the nigga that, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
That one,
I know what it is. I was a placeholder, and I was somebody else's family. He should have been there. You can't fit that spot.
A lot of brothers, they really know women, but I don't think
this is an idiot.
you don't go through the
not the
experience.
same.
Yeah, I don't
the
think.
same.
And he opened the door for his wife.
It's not the same. I mean, I sat there and I talked.
Yeah,
to
he
him.
opened the door for his wife, not his mistress.
And I understand why.
Be damn.
I had a stepdad, you know what I mean? And then being one, now I see what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get it. And like I said, I'm still there for whoever needs me.
Hold on. Let me up your question. Let me up your question, right? Let me give you a hard question.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, y'all go ahead. My bad. I don't know what's going on with this frame. Go ahead, y'all got it.
No, it's good. It's cool. You just gotta make sure you donate to the chat for that. But nah, Izzy.
Yeah.
He probably didn't hear me. But nah, man, I gotta tell you though, bro. Here's another question about women. It's a little bit deeper. Okay, so you understand what it's like to be in those situations, right? Yeah. All right. But what's the biggest sacrifice that you made for a woman in your life, right? And this is a super deep question. Take your time on this one, my dude, because this is not as easy as you think. But what's the biggest sacrifice that you? Hold on.
I've been thinking about that for the longest time.
Hold on, dog.
That's how I feel.
Hold on. Can I tell you? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because this is the one time that I gotta give you the biggest respect I have ever given you, ever. Do you understand that was the one word I was looking for?
That's where I'm at.
Like, no, I'm serious. Emperor,
I'm just saying, bro. Like, that's where I'm at.
I low key told you a lot of things. I feel like it was a little critical, but this is the one moment I gotta shut up and let you have that. But I gotta give you the credit because, bro, a lot of men, I don't care what these dudes do that get on this panel right now. I'm serious. I don't care how cool they come off, bro. A lot of them it's not gonna say what you just said.
Hey, because look, I never wasted my money. I spent that shit. Listen. I never wasted my money because I spent that shit. Okay? You feel me? I never wasted my love because I gave that shit. All right? I never wasted my attention because I paid that shit. The only thing I ain't got compensated for was my time. Bye, Felicia. What are you talking about?
You know what's crazy? Hey, you know what's crazy? That I gotta give you respect
for. On fire.
Hey, no, I gotta give you respect.
That
for
was
that.
easy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
No, real shit. You know why I gotta give you that? Because me and you both know it. Have we ever got a refund for that shit?
Not once. I can't even call in a favor. Like, what? Oh, you're playing me, bro. For real. Hey, man, I ain't even gonna bring it up. All right, bet. Click.
Hey man, every time I talk to another man when it comes to masculinity, I always talk about our L's. Because every dude want to talk about those basic shit. Let's all talk about
complaining and shit.
No. Let's talk about how much money we got. Let's talk about how much cars and all. None of that matters, bro. What was the biggest L you took? What was the biggest L you took? And what did you learn from it? Let me hear the verbiage.
Fine, I'll tell you right now. The biggest L I took, bro.
I know. Hold on. You can go detailed in yours, but you already kind of low-key checkmated it just now with time. Yeah. I saw somebody in the chat say space. I mess with that comment as well. Space, that's what's up. That's true as well. Unfortunately, that's something that we subject ourselves to as well.
We donate our space.
Yeah, we donated the space with the time. So that
Donated
just,
the space.
I mean, that is what it is too. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I actually had a relationship where I had to really learn. I had to learn about mastering my flesh, man.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of brothers. I bet a lot of brothers ain't really up for those type of conversations.
And that's a
Having
hard one.
having the ability to see the beauty in a woman, but having enough respect for her to not disrespect her in that way.
Yeah, like restraint, discipline. These are two words that are the most masculine words that they try to make seem so villainized and demonized. I don't like that. Restraint and discipline. These are two things our fathers tried to teach us before they got took away.
Facts on facts. My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, boss.
What's up, Jabba? Jabba talking about what in the Dr. Phil is going on in here. What's up, Jabba? What's going on with you, man?
This is the
What's up,
thing.
Gas Mask in the building. How you doing, family?
They just getting to know the emperor. They just getting to know me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm new. Nobody expected any of us to be out here. You know what I'm saying? But we out here. There's only like 5 or 6 ones. You know?
Shout out to AC Bo One. Say you should be respected for who you are, not what you have. That's a fact. Good
sure.
point. As y'all see, I'm out and about. I'm trying to get back to the house. Shout out to Big Money Trucker. Says space and time, man. Can't get that back.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, see,
I love that
and
space.
This is one thing right here. I had this camel whoop ass for 12 years, bro, and I've been waiting to use this.
No, Don, don't use it yet.
Waiting, bro.
Hold on, let me ask you some more
Keeping it nice and hot.
Hold on, let me ask you some more battle tested questions because I told you quirky and they gonna try you. So
they are. That's why I'm gonna be like,
that was easy.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
They don't want to see the OG.
Let me ask you some more battle tested questions. So let's get you prepared. Get your headgear on. Get your headgear on. Put your foul guard on. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. You been in some fights?
Hell yeah, who hasn't? And the people that haven't, they about to find out because of this dude Anton. They gonna be in some fights, talking all that mess, bro. Keep your mouth shut. You feel me? At least that's what I know.
Hold on. All right, let's not go too far.
Go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we've been in some fights. Go on.
Okay.
I just don't like to.
Okay, so you've been in some fights, but okay, so I'm gonna just tell you this, all right? So we can get this secret out the way. I stayed in Phoenix, Arizona for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I know exactly where Buckeye is in the neighborhood, and I know how good.
I just got out here. I am not from here.
So where are you from?
I was born in California, which is where a lot of my stuff I first experienced as a kid. And when I came out here, to Glendale. That's where I was at, and it was the Mexicans and the whites, and they were always fighting, and it was blacks fighting Mexicans when I got down here.
Hold on.
That was in 2003 or something.
You went to Glendale, Arizona?
That's where I came out here when I first came out here.
Hold on. Remember who you're talking to. Now be careful. Now what street were you at on Glendale? And I leave this whole thing on.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I just want to know. Where?
All right, fine. I was right off of 67th and Camelback right there.
Stop. Okay, somebody done their research, or either you really good at your research,
or
you're telling me the honest truth.
I'm up in my brain because you know how.
Stop. No. This is 2 for 2.
The little side street right there.
2 for 2 for you.
Them houses on the lane.
This is 2 for 2 for you. Take your victory, my nigga. Stop. All right, stop. This is 2 for 2 because nobody knows secretly. If you've been in Phoenix, the most effed up street is 65th in Glendale, which you are 2 blocks over, which is 67th and Camelback.
And I was skating and biking all through that neighborhood, bro. The little park up in there, bro. Not O'Neal. Yeah, see me at O'Neal, homie. Was me up at O'Neal, bro. Rec Center, what you talk about? What you talking about?
All right,
yeah, freeze tag everything, bro.
You're gonna have to make me think of a third question to hit you with because I didn't. Damn. All right, I gotta get.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Because I know around that. Hold on, how long did you stay around that area?
I'm still look. Arizona is a big small town. That's what we always say.
Hold on, so you dead ass still over there?
I'm right now. I'm chilling out in Buckeye, but I'm just doing my thing, chilling. But I still got the fam out there. They moved up over to like Avondale. You know what I'm saying? Goodyear area. It's like they all chilling.
I'm
You know what
trying
I'm
to.
saying? I got the fam over there in Scottsdale, and then they down over in Goodyear. I mean Gilbert, and my sis and them. They was down in Chandler. I don't like Chandler too much. Just kind of. You know what I'm
I like
saying?
the houses out there. I like the
Oh,
houses.
you talking about Cave Creek? Yeah, those over there, the little
Yeah,
cracker. Yeah, boy.
yeah, creek spots.
All right,
And
boy. You okay?
people sleep. Yeah, people sleeping on Arizona. I'm where the jobs are not. You are where the jobs are. There's your secret to
No,
where
I'm where the jobs are
Hold
going
on, hold
to
on.
be.
Hold on. I'm giving you a riddle so you don't say where I'm at. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because only you gonna know what city I'm in right now by this riddle. But I need you to not say it, but just let me know with the look like you got me, right? Because you know where I'm at. Like I said, I'm where the jobs are not, but you are. But hold on.
Down there?
Hold on. But how much how much you paying rent though?
Look.
You're over a band.
Look.
You're over a
Look.
band.
No.
Yes, you are. Fuck
No.
that, bro, you're lying.
Wait, I don't want to get into. We're not gonna get into all of that.
Okay,
We're
but
not gonna
you
get
know
into all that. That's too much. That's too much.
But you know how to be speculative. You know how to be
Yeah.
speculative.
That's what I'm saying. When I said down there, you know what I mean. When I say down there,
yeah, but let's
on the
be
map, like the level, y'all down there.
What's the school? Give me a school. What's the school that'd be popular where you think I'm at?
See, I was thinking like I was thinking keep going, like let's say I'm in Scottsdale, and I'm going towards the center of the city. You know what I'm saying? If I keep going down
All right, well,
for like an hour, are you out there?
No. Yeah, I'll say.
Because you said where the jobs is not, and I'm not trying to throw it out there.
I'll say this because I know that you're smooth enough to know. Anybody that watched Scarface understands, and I could say it just like that, and we can move to the next topic.
All right, next topic.
Anybody that watched the movie Scarface could understand what I'm talking about.
So let me ask you a question.
Let's
This
go.
is going to be a good one. All right. It's a two-part question. Do you love your country? And if you could change one thing about it to make it work a little better within the system without destroying it, what would it be? Start with the first part. Do you love your country? Yeah, here we go. A big question.
I got to do I love my country. To answer the question on do I love my country? No. What's the next one?
All right. You do not love your country. What's one thing that, you could change with or like adjust in the system without destroying it
I wouldn't.
that you think could help like alleviate some stress?
I wouldn't change nothing.
Okay.
I truly do believe that, and it's just my belief, but I truly do believe that God is the best of planners. Not to be too deep, but I'm a praying man. So for me, I don't believe we even need to have guns. Now I do believe some people, have them for that reason, but I know that you got a story recently in your neighborhood of a man that was shot in his front yard, out of his garage by a police officer.
Be outside. They ain't supposed to be out there.
Who wasn't supposed to be out there?
I don't know. I don't go outside a whole lot. When I do, it's like straight to the store. I don't linger. I don't mess around. If I get pulled over, I do whatever they tell me to do real quick. Most of the time, I could just say, "Hello, sir. How you doing? I didn't mean to interrupt you." And then
So
most of the
that's how
time,
you,
they're real chill with me, and then
so
they
that's
could
how you
just.
saw it. That's how you saw it.
No, I'm just saying for me when I'm out, I can't judge anybody's situation, especially
I
if
know,
they end up
I know,
losing their life.
I know,
I can't even judge it.
I know. But you just said he shouldn't have been outside.
I mean, like that's my frame of mind is like don't go out there. If they try to come in here, then I'm already toast. There's
So
nothing I
you
can do
think?
at that point. Didn't you see what
So
happened when that lady let them in their house and she just has a pot of water pouring it in the sink? They murdered her. I mean, like if they get in here, I'm already toast. There ain't nothing I could do. They can say
uh,
anything immediately. I'm gone.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Give me a second. I feel
That's
you
it.
though. Hold on. No,
Go
I
ahead.
feel you on that. But I'm just saying that we're not necessarily safe wherever we go. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
luck of the draw. hmm I get it. I'm just like that's why I'm nervous because like doesn't matter how many guns I get, it doesn't matter any of that stuff because like at the end of the day, if my life is gonna get taken, it's gonna get taken, and I can't stop that process. The only thing I
So
could
why
do is
you
try to
nervous?
hurt somebody else in the process. And it's just like, do I
Why?
want to hurt somebody else in the process of me losing my life? And it's just like, is it worth it? That I'm nervous because I might hurt somebody to avoid getting got. And I'm thinking, man, do I be the sacrifice and just let it happen, or do I make something else happen? And that's the fight I'm having with myself. Is because like I saw the Anton and Corey situation. Corey was battling himself about it. And then I see the black man in me that's like, suit and tie, and then the black in me that's from the hood, fighting inside myself as well. So that hit me deeper than anything. And then I started to look at me in my nice clothes trying to talk to the homies and trying to get them to like, come on, bro, like let's come together. And they're just like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes even bigger because it's just like, you got yellow shirt in the back, you know what I mean? And it's like I see our country and I see our enemy in a way where it's like how like you got a lot of our American people are saying no socialism and no communism, things like this. And they're saying that, yellow shirts want to try to take over all of, and it's just like it's a game. Are we trying to win or are we trying to wait for somebody else to win? Are we trying to lose or are we trying to take over the whole board? Like what's our goal? What should we be doing here? Or are we just gonna sit here and just watch until it's time to make a move? Maybe it's too late by then. So I don't know. I'm just trying to help everybody get educated. I'm hoping people want to take it seriously. I mean, why not? Why not give it a shot? At the end of the day, are you finna crack that can? Are you finna crack that can? At the end of the day, are you finna crack this can? Because once you open it, it's there ain't no way to screw the lid back on it. You're gonna have to let it fly. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, welcome back,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, what's
man.
good? What's good? Good. What you say? I said, man, it is stop. What the heck?
Because he over there laughing about that can.
That man
Because
with the can
once
of
you
whip.
crack it, you can't uncrack that.
Y'all are wild. Hey, what? I appreciate y'all holding it down, man. It sounded like y'all was having a good time and a dope discussion, man. Shout out to y'all, both the ghetto stoic and my man, the emperor. I appreciate both of y'all very, very much. I think we're past that other conversation.
Uh oh, you dropped. Izzy dropped.
Yeah, I think he was wrapping it up, bro. Let's go ahead and close it down. Probably, I think he wrapping it up.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Y'all can say y'all last words. I appreciate you. Hey, man, check
All
out
right,
the Emperor. Check out the Ghetto Stoic. Y'all can
all
put
right,
y'all
guys.
channels in the chat so that people can check you out. Excuse me. What's your last words, good brothers? Because my phone about to die.
No, it's all good, man. Anybody want to check me out, man? Engage with me. I'm about to be going live playing some chess. I'm just gonna likely lose a little bit, win a lot. You know what I mean? Let me know if y'all want to engage, man. All love, peace, peace
Hey,
out.
what's the channel? What's the channel though? What's the channel so they can know? So I
Oh
come
yeah,
on. Hello.
yeah. My bad. Yeah, it's the Ghetto Stoic. Yeah, check out the Ghetto.
Hey, y'all check out the Ghetto Stoic. I'll probably go over there a little later after I eat and stuff and check them out and beat them in some chess real quick. So
Yeah,
if
man.
y'all want to see Izzy Bears dominate, go over there. Go over there to the Ghetto Stoic. I'm just talking.
Yeah, I say, I
Cause,
make sure I still show love to my boy Izzy, man, despite whatever he loses. You know what I mean?
for facts. Hey, rest in peace to his Uncle Buddy. So I know he's already
All right, my
initiated in the
condolences.
game. Uncle Buddy done put him in the game. I already know that if Uncle Buddy was always playing chess. So I'm already peeping it. I might not be able to win. Y'all. But I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
You always gotta try, or else
I'm gonna
you
give it
already
all I got.
lost.
I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you're gonna be what time you oh come on now. Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. These people are wilding. Just can't
Time.
drive. They
Yeah,
can't drive.
no, we're gonna let you drive, man. I'm done talking. I appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all later, man. I'm
All
gonna be going
right. Hey, we'll probably run into another panel. You finna panel hop with me, bro?
He's about to go. He's about to go
Oh,
on
you
the
better do some
piano play
chess?
test.
All right.
Yeah. I'm about to
Yeah,
go.
I'm about to go live, bro.
Y'all check out the Ghetto
Yeah,
Stoic
I'm gonna
over
pop
there,
it up
man.
on my other
Hey,
device.
Izzy, man, I appreciate you, man. You definitely helped me get some new subscribers too. So appreciate you on the love, man, for real.
Oh, no doubt, man. Anytime, bro. You know how it is, and I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all held it down. Shout out to both you and the Emperor, man. I'll see you in a minute. Emperor, what's your last words, good brother?
All right. Well, everybody just keep your head on a swivel. I'm saying, like, dude, everybody's trying to trick you. Okay. Look, when I say everybody, it's everybody that you are not taking the time to learn. You don't learn them, you're not gonna earn them. You're not gonna know who they are. You're not gonna really get what you need to learn. Because people are here for a reason. Some people are here for a season. Reasons do not change, but seasons do. So remember this. Real shit. All right, guys, I'm up out of here.
I appreciate you, the Emperor. Hey, thank you very much to Willing to Win for sponsoring the show. To Jay Lewis, a close second. Thank you, Jay. To everybody that supported the show, I apologize. Just me, I can remember off the top of my head. Let me see if I can get y'all real quick. I'll be streaming. Thank you so much. Just me, thank you so much. Jay Lewis, thank you so much. The Ghetto Stoic, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Laura ADS. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll be streaming. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, family. Keisha Darfire, thank you. Appreciate you so much, man. Hey, listen, Clout Chase, appreciate you, Clout. Jay Jermaine, Willing to Win, thank you for sponsoring the show. Shout out to Jay Jermaine again. Jay Jermaine, triple the OG 230. Thank you very much, family. Appreciate you, bro. Kelvin Cook, thank you, family. Mind Chaos Brew, thank you, sis. Loaded Locks, thank you, family. Appreciate you. And TB Trucker, I appreciate you. And on the Cash App side of the game, thank you to Jay Lewis again, and a Vixen Forever who hit us on the Venmo. Yo, thank y'all so much, man. Yo, this message was really for Anton. Like he said, nobody can tell him what to do, only God. I'm definitely not God. That's just some brotherly advice, man. You can take it, you can leave it, you can do what you want with it. Hey, listen, some things is worth the bag, some things is not. In the pursuit of chasing the bag, you don't want to lose your religion nor compromise your integrity. You know what I'm saying? So if you really are a man of God, then you need to walk in and behave as a man of God and be a good example of a man of God. Because right now, bro, you are really not setting a good example nor differentiating yourself from anybody else. But it's all love. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all got something from out of it. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Much love to y'all. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. And we out. Let me give y'all something to ride to on the way out, though. You know, I give you one of the bangers on the way out, man. We ain't get to play the F-bomb song today, so F-bomb song it is. Peace.
Struggling to keep my channel alive. Every little comment is hard to survive. They clown my presentation, they throw shade, but I'm grinding every day. Got dreams to invade. I say no F-bombs, that's the code I keep. But they look at me crazy like I'm in too deep. They're shouting what the F's this about. I tell them straight up, you better watch your mouth. Cracking down on me, like I'm on the edge. Through the noise and the chaos, gotta push the ledge. Bomb feet, no exceptions inside. If you drop that word, you best pay up right. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. So much more we can say. You ain't gotta drop F-bombs. If you do, then if you pay me, I'll stay the F away. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. It's against the rules, you see. You ain't gotta drop F-bombs. But if you do, it's get the F out of here. Pay me my 5 F-bomb fee. Immediately, yeah. Late night grinding, views going up. Trying to keep it clean while they're pouring from that cup. Every time they test me, I just smile and nod. But deep inside, I'm fighting like a soldier for the squad. F, you pay me, become a daily mantra. You don't respect the grind, man, I gotta go like mantra. Stop playing games with my hustle, don't you see? I'm just trying to build a future, that's the real G. Throwing shade at my style, but I won't back down. With my vision and focus, gotta claim my crown. Keep it on the real, I'll take your payment, but I won't take the deal. We gotta drop F-bombs. So much more we can say. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. If you do, then F you pay me, I'll stay the F away. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. It's against the rules, you see. We ain't gotta drop F-bombs. But if you do, is get the F out of here. Pay me my 5 F-bomb fee. My 5 F-bomb fee. My 5 F-bomb fee. Every like, every share, that's the currency now. Riding this way while making my vow. No F-bombs in my zone, gotta set the bar high. Keeping it true while they wonder why. Elevate the game while they often decay. Watch me rise to the top, you'll see me say, yeah, yeah, yeah. So next time you'll fire those words in the air. Remember the rule, show that you can. Drop a thought, drop a beat, but don't drop the F. Just keep it clean and I'll handle the rest. We gotta drop F.